Hi everybody, Gwen Lawrence here. Thanks for joining me again. Today we're going to do a nice short to the point class for back and abs. And let's just get going. We're going to take a nice easy cross leg, sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders up, back down. Big deep breaths. And then bring them back to center, and for about 30 seconds, hands on your knees, we're gonna do some shrugs. I want you to inhale, squeeze, exhale, just drop. Okay, let's go. Inhale, squeeze, hold, and lift the chin. Rest the base of the skull in those shoulder muscles and just rock the head left to right. Massage out the neck. It's very supported. And then bring the head up back to center. Let's inhale, right arm up to the sky and reach it over. Pause, puff out your right side, sink the right hip. And bring it up, and other side. So getting a little side back here. I'm going to go back and forth a little bit, driven by your breath. So exhale over, inhale through center. Exhale over, inhale through center. On your own time, with your own rate of breathing. Last one. Good. All right, let's stretch the legs out and lie down onto your back for a moment, knees into your chest, rock back and forth. I like to put hands on my knees and do little circles, massages out the back of my hips. I can kind of identify if I have any knots in my back. And then bringing the arms out to the side, palms flat. Push into the back of the head, lift the shoulders and snuggle the shoulder blades under a little. I want you to glue the knees together, flex the feet, and we're gonna drop back and forth. So if you can't trust yourself to glue your knees together, you could hold a block between your knees. I just got a nice back cracker ready. So getting a little more rotation in the back. As you start to warm up here, the focus becomes on trying to glue those shoulder blades down too, to deepen the rotation. And then back to center, knees into your chest, forehead up to the knees, give it a good squeeze, hold. And release the upper body. Let's rock and roll a little bit. All the way up and back. This is sort of my version of shaking it out. The yoga version of shaking it out. We get to stimulate the entire length of the spine. Sometimes you get a little back crack here too. One more. We're gonna go back into a very modified plow first because we're not very warm. So arms down by your side. Legs up and back, snuggle those shoulders under to protect your back, and then hands on your back. Even if you can go all the way back, don't, right now just think about rounding the back and tapping into the thyroid, and just kind of turning yourself upside down a little bit, getting more blood flow to the brain. And then release your hands, one vertebra at a time, bring it down. So try not to just chunk down, come down in control, and then knees back into your chest, and rock up to seated. Easy cross leg, roll over your legs and come into your first downward facing dog. Pedal it out, wiggle around. This first down dog is always very exploratory. Gives you a chance to tune in and see what's going on today. And then come to a down dog center, a little bit of stillness, a couple deep breaths. And we're going to move into a down dog, up dog. And what I want you to do is keep the toes tucked in your up dog. So it's going to feel a little bit more difficult, but bear with me. We're just going to really tap into all the joints of the body. So arms stay straight. You're going to come forward, inhale, gentle at first, into your up dog, and then exhale, down dog. You're going to go slow or fast. The move is going to be driven by the rate of your natural breath. Really just start to feel every joint from ankles to wrists. You hear the joints cracking, and then downward dog. Hang out there. Step the left foot a little bit more into center. Right leg inhales up to the sky. Sink your left heel. We're going to bend the right knee, twist and open. Look under your right armpit. Push the floor away. Feel that whole stretch in your right side back. Through to the abdominals. Now back to three-legged dog. Come forward plank and right knee to right elbow. Hold for a moment. Shoulders right over your wrists, push the floor away. And second round. Right leg up, bend and twist. Exaggerate the move. Find your body center and just radiate out equally from all limbs. And through center, plank, right knee to right elbow. And last time. Three-legged dog, bend and twist, and plank, knee to elbow. Hold, and then push back to plank. We're going to hold this 30 seconds, one nice line, back through your heels, out through the top of your head, strong back, strong abdominals. Almost there. Notice where your wrists are. You're going to take the elbows where your wrists were for forearm plank. Forearms parallel. And hold it here just for a second or two. And drop the heels to the right. Left arm up to the sky. Going to get a little obliques by pressing those hips high. Touch the sky with your left hand. You can even reach down and feel how hard your obliques are working. And back through forearm plank. Other side. Lift up. And forearm plank. And lower down to your belly. So you could call these face down jumping jacks or face down snow angels, whatever speaks to you. But you're going to bring the arms down by your side. Make sure you have enough room. And lift the arms, lift the legs, and just make some big sweeping movement. Keeping the legs off the floor, upper body off the floor. Don't overlift the head. Hold on here. And then hands down and press back into child's pose. I want your knees as close as you can get them and still get your forehead to the ground. And hands down by your side. Let the shoulder blades drop away from each other. And then bring it up and back onto your hands and knees. into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, take a big exhale, and we're gonna go up dog, down dog again. So same move, even though it's second time through other side, this is the same move. So maybe, got a good stretch there, you can go a little deeper, a little quicker. I already noticed there's a lot less cracking on my part. And one more. And down dog. Right foot steps to center, left leg up to the sky. I'm gonna drop that right heel, bend the left leg, twist and open. I get to look at you this time. And come forward plank, left knee, left elbow. Shoulders over wrists. And again, leg up, bend and twist. And forward, knee to elbow, hold. And last time, three-legged dog, bend and twist as far as you can before you would flip your dog. And knee to elbow. Press back plank. 30-second plank hold. Tuck the tailbone if there's any back pressure. Smile, trick your brain into thinking this is a piece of cake. And remember where your wrists are, that's where you're gonna lower down to your elbows. Okay, forearm plank. Take a deep breath in and drop the heels to one side, doesn't even matter. Lift those hips, look up, shoulder strength, core strength, lift the kneecaps with your quad muscles, and switch it up. And forearm plank. Take a deep breath in and lower down to a sphinx. Pull the chest forward, shoulders back. If this is easy, go ahead, push into your hands and straighten the arms. You want to feel a little tension in the back, but not pain. We're agitating a little bit, but not aggravating. Take a deep breath in, lower back down, no matter where you were. Head to one side, shake the legs out. And press back to your child's pose. So this is a back core class, and part of core work is to compress all the organs and get them to function better. So that's why I want you to do this variation of child's pose with your knees as close as possible, but your head down. Some of you, they'll be together. Some of you need more time and they're gonna be pretty wide, the knees, but play around. Arms down by your side. You're gonna focus on dropping those shoulder blades apart and compressing the abdominal organs. And then go ahead, bring it up. Swing the legs around out in front of you into seated mountain pose. If this is really hard for you and you feel as though you look more like this, you might want to consider sitting up onto something, a pillow or block or bolster. So legs are straight out in front. Look at those feet. They're squared up as though they were up against a wall, and then arms up to the sky. We're going to hold it here a little bit. So lift up out of that low back. Energize through your fingertips, but don't jam the shoulders into your ears. And strong legs. Okay, we're gonna shift. Reach your arms forward. Sit behind the sits bones and into your boat pose. Level 1 will be here. Level 2 will be here. Level 3, get a little lower if you can. Hold. Squeeze those legs together. Fire up those toes, those feet. I'm shaking. And then legs down and seated mountain pose again. This time, grab opposite elbow and shimmy those elbows back. Get a deeper shoulder stretch. Legs grounded, feet strong, lift through your head. Extend your arms, reach forward, level 1, 2, or 3, boat pose, hold, hold, stay strong. This is where it serves you to have some good music on for yourself to motivate you. And then one more time, bring it up. Your choice, straight arms or opposite elbow. Push those thighs down. Feel your hips equally plugged into the floor as you lift out through the top of the head. And then reach. I'm going to go forward a little bit more. Reach forward, arms down, and last time, boat pose. Give it your best shot. Stay calm, breathe. You hold the pose, you don't hold your breath. And then arms come down and back into plow. So now you're going to go as deep as you can. Snuggle those shoulders under more. Hands onto your back. Legs straight up to the sky. And what we're going to do is bend the left knee, kick your butt, bend the right knee. And just keep alternating. Don't worry about perfection, what it looks like. Be where you are and just feel. Feel the neck, back stretch, the quads. Keep going. And both legs up. Bring the legs over your head. Bend the knees to your forehead and bring it down. One vertebra at a time. Knees into your chest. Give them a good hug. And just like in the beginning, make some circles with the knees and feel that low back. Maybe it feels a little better, hopefully. And we're going to bring the right thigh over your left thigh and squeeze the knees in, nice and tight to your chest, especially on your exhale. You get more room in the belly to squeeze in on the exhale until you feel that right butt cheek stretch. And keep the knees in nice and tight and drop the knees to the right. Reach and look left. Right hand is going to help guide those legs down so that you can relax the legs. No gripping in the inner thighs. Trying to plug the opposite shoulder blade down. So your depth comes on your exhale. You really let go. And then bring the knees back into center, uncross, and now left over right. Give them a good squeeze. If squeezing them in, you're really flexible, doesn't really work for you, you don't really feel that left butt cheek, you can always bring that left knee just to the right of your belly button, and then pull in, still keeping the hips down, and that should dig in for you. So when you're considering doing some yoga for your back and core, you have to remember that it's not just flexion, extension, there's rotation and lateral movements too, and we've incorporated all of them today. So this is great for back health, spinal alignment. Drop the legs to the left, which is going to help stimulate the nervous system, create better blood flow, and also really taps and squeezes and detoxes all of the organs in your abdominal area. So I'm looking at you, but you're going to look over your right shoulder. And then come back to center on cross and rock yourself up to seated, back to your easy cross leg. So get there, and then once you get there, let's switch the legs. So you're gonna go into easy cross leg, which is not your habit, so potentially it feels a little bit different, a little bit weird. And we're gonna go back to our side bends. Good. And what I want you to do for about the next minute is you're going to inhale when you're over to the left. Exhale, right. Okay? So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Really exaggerate the reach too. Puff out that side body. Keep the hips plugged in. See if you can get deeper and deeper. Stretching those obliques that you worked really hard in your forearm side plank. And then back to center. So sitting in center just for a moment, roll the shoulders up, back down into neutral, ground the hips, lift through the top of the head, hopefully bringing warmth and stretching in every direction to that core, makes you feel a little taller, a little decompressed. And let's take a deep breath in, arms overhead, palms press. Exhaling, hands heart center. Thanks for joining me today. I hope your back, your core feels stronger, your back feels more flexible, and don't forget, you must be consistent to be great. I'll see you next time.